What up, y'all? It's Hazy. Today I'm back with another video, a little product review, a little update on one of my last videos that I made, and we're about to get right into it. So let's do this. So my final verdict on the 13 Fishing Concept Z, I'm over it. You know, I just definitely do not think that reel is functioning at a $200 value. You know what I mean? The clicking sound, I think, along with a lot of other anglers, would agree that's very annoying. You know, when you're fishing, you're literally just reel, and I preferably like to just be out there by myself. I don't usually listen to music. I mean, I like fishing with people, but if I'm by myself, I just like to enjoy nature and just, you know, take it all in. And that little clicking noise, it's like all you hear while you're out there. It's so frustrating. And like I said, I had issues with just casting it. Like, it did not, I did not think the braking system was up to par with a lot of reels in that price range. Not that I've done a whole lot with reels in that price range, but with the Curado's braking system felt immensely better than the Concept Z. And that's my verdict. I sent it back. I was actually able to get a full refund. And here's what I bought to replace it. Okay, this is the LEWS laser. Their names. The names on these reels are just too much for me. It's the Laser Pro Speed Spool SLP. Here's the box if you want to look at that. But anyhow, I got this at Cabela's in Texas, and they were doing a sale or whatever, and I believe this reel right now in most places is going for $99.99, and so it's a $100 reel, and I was able to get it for $79.99 on sale, and I'm really happy with it, honestly. Besides maybe some feel, you know, like I really liked the oversized knobs on the Concept Z. That was something I did like. Besides that, like, I love the feel of this reel. I've had very little issues getting it to break in the right setting with wind or little wind. Lighter bait versus a heavier bait, and I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, and I really like it. I think it's one of the best reels I have right now, and it was only, let's just call it, it's a $100 reel, but I got it for $80, and for $80 I think it's an amazing reel. And it's got a 5-to-1 gear ratio, 10 ball bearings. I don't remember if that's 9+1 or 10+1 ball bearings with like the roller bearing, but either 10 or 11 total bearings. And I think it feels great. The cranking, the reeling, it just feels very strong. It feels like a strong reel. And I've been catching a pretty decent amount of fish. Nothing huge, as you've seen in maybe some of my latest videos. I don't know, I haven't caught many big fish in Oklahoma in a while. So it's been a little frustrating, but I have been catching fish, and a lot with this because I replaced the Concept Z with this reel And so I just immediately put it on my cranking rod, and so I've been throwing a rattle trap with it a lot, really shallow crankbaits, and just been catching a decent amount of fish. These pre-spawn bass in Oklahoma have been really keying in on those moving baits, especially that like bleeding shad rattle trap that I showed in my last video. The cranking rod that I've had it on is a medium light 7-foot rod. It's really, you know, whippy. It's got like a super fast tip. I really like the feel of it for crankbaits, and I was testing it out with some really light soft plastics, wacky worms, finesse worms, and it was just slinging them out there like a good distance. I had very little time spent in adjusting the brakes or the spool tension. It was just very easy to do. And I don't know, I've probably used this 7 or 8 times, 9 times, maybe 9 different days of fishing with this reel. And so far I have no issues with it. And so that's what really makes me have a strong opinion about that Concept Z reel. So if you look at a reel like this, maybe it lasts you 6 to 8 years. That's hypothetical, I don't know. And maybe a Concept Z gives you an extra 2 years. That's not twice as much time using that reel, but it's twice as much money. You know what I mean? And so maybe it's just worth upgrading as time goes instead of worrying about how long a reel is gonna last. And maybe if you're an inshore fisherman, maybe that makes more sense to go get a Concept Z because they say it's better for salt water. But for someone who's just freshwater fishing for a largemouth bass primarily, and I rarely really catch that many fish over 5 to 6 pounds, you know, this reel should be able to handle just about everything. And I don't necessarily have the need for a $200 reel that I don't like, that's making a clicking noise or this and that. And that's my full take. I'm done talking about the Concept Z. This is a LEWS Laser Pro Speed Spool SLP. Like I said, these names on the reels these days are pretty ridiculous, but I do really like this reel so far. If I have any issues, I will let you know. This is my very first LEWS reel. I now have a Daiwa Fuego, not the CT model, it's the model before that, which I think was actually like a better, they kind of like downgraded the Fuego reel but kept the Fuego name. I have the one that was more closer to like a Tatula CT or whatever. Anyhow, I have that. I've got a really old Corrado. I have a fairly, I don't know, 4 or 5 year old Shimano Caius, and I have a Corrado 200K. And out of those reels, you know, this is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty promising so far. And so I'm looking forward to putting more use into this. And like I said, I have no issues. I've been using 12-pound fluorocarbon only on this reel. I might try braid sometime soon, just see how it feels, see how I like it. But I don't think I'm gonna have any problems with this reel. I like the way it feels, I like the way it casts, and definitely recommend it at the price range. So I think that's all I had to say tonight, guys. Thanks for watching my videos. I want to say thanks again for people that have been tuning into my channel lately. A lot more views than I have been getting previously, and I really appreciate it. And so if you'd like more product reviews, you know, I am a pretty, I guess, addicted angler. I like to buy a lot of gear. And so maybe I'll just do more product reviews, especially on the reels and rods that I get. I'm looking into getting or pushing out some of my older rods, trying to get as much money as I can for them. You know, they're a little bit older, and then just upgrading, because I really think the new technology with like Ducket, ghost rods, they're only like $100 to $109. I love mine. I'm gonna probably try a Falcon Buku, which is in the same exact price range. They have the ones with micro guides or regular guides, and you know, it's about the same. So I figured I'd try that, compare it to the Ducket, and maybe if I like one or the other more, just keep getting those rods. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Like it if you like it. If you want to see more product reviews, let me know what to get. Maybe I'll make an investment in it, and I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed and you don't always watch my videos, maybe hit that notification bell. And that's gonna be it for this one. So I appreciate y'all, and it's Hazy, and I'm out.